Oh my God. Emergency, Jack, emergency. We're all going to die. It's bad, man. It's bad. Everything's washing away.
That's funny.
If you watch the news, that's what you hear.
Right.
Everything's washing away. People are falling in flood channels.
I know, that little boy did.
Wasn't there 2 rescues yesterday?
I don't know.
That's crazy.
I only know of one, but I believe you.
I think those people should stay out of those things.
Well, they're kid. Well, the one I saw was like a kid.
Oh, the little boy that was hanging onto the center meat. That kid about froze his butt off.
Almost died. Did you see the guy get all emotional and cry?
Yeah, that's sad.
That's very sad. Jack, did you see anything?
No, I missed the news on the weather.
Oh.
Dude,
How
it is
could
the
you?
news.
Yeah, it was the top of the hour, and it went through every single broadcast.
Yeah,
It's
no,
crazy. Poor people. Here's what I feel bad for the news anchors. They're all standing at Laurel Canyon all day, all night.
Hoping
nothing's
it falls.
happened.
I know, hoping, and nothing's happening, and they're just sitting there, and they're just waiting.
You know what sucks? If you ever are at your house and you look out the window and see news cameras, never a good thing.
True.
Never a good thing to see the news anywhere near your home.
True. I did think it was interesting. The mom of the little 11-year-old boy or whatever, she's like, and he said he was going out and playing. And the next thing I heard helicopters hovering around, and I knew it was my son.
Oh.
I'm like, well, that's not a good sign.
He's a wild one.
Also, though, who lets their kid go out and play when it's pouring rain? Did she not think,
I
hey,
always did. I loved
Really?
it. Oh, my God. We
Yeah.
played in ditches all the time.
We were from here. It rained. It was such an odd event. You stayed in because it was like the end of the world. Look at the news.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Even though sometimes we'd go to the park and play football, it was pretty fun.
Yeah.
In the mud.
We were sent out, I think.
My mom,
Even rain,
Yeah.
sun,
Yeah,
didn't matter.
We made mud pies.
they'd send us out in a thunderstorm. Go play.
Yeah.
Wear some foil.
Anyway, all right. So, Jack, what is today?
Today is Wednesday, April 5th, 2006.
Yay!
Is everything okay at the home, Jack? You seem a little sluggish. You seem a little tired. You
Oh,
don't
no.
seem quite as perky as the Stench and I do about the weather.
You know why? I had no weather coming in. It wasn't raining in Burbank at 4 in the morning. It didn't start, I looked out the window and he goes, it's pouring. And I was shocked. I thought they were wrong about the weather again.
Well, yesterday, the Doppler 7000 maximum or whatever.
Wow.
I burped.
That was hot.
That was a Diet Coke that I should be drinking. I'm
Like
telling you.
a
Remember,
word and
I
a
told
burp all one.
you lately, I know, I hiccuped and burped, and you guys all heard my bowels. And aren't I hot? I told you I've been doing that lately.
Yeah.
Pregnant ladies,
wow.
I don't know why you get extra gassy, but the creation of life inside does
I
something
think
for that.
I think you have gas for 2 is the problem.
I don't know, but no, I've been getting acid reflux.
Oh, that's cool.
This whole thing. Oh, anyway, I better drink water only. Anyway, what was I talking about before that huge sound came out of my bowels?
You were changing into something new.
I don't even remember now. Oh my
It's
God.
okay,
See,
it's
this
early.
is so retarded, this whole pregnancy. I'm telling you. It's retarded. It's retarded. I can't do anything. I'm like a dumb bitch. All right, anyway, so yeah, it's whatever day Jack said it was, and he missed the weather, and it was really
Yeah,
sad.
and if you missed it,
I know.
It was 1 a.m. when the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 crap happened.
Oh, yeah, that was your
So,
big thing.
yeah, it was
Did
coming
you wake
up again
for
today.
I woke up. I had a party. I woke the baby up, made her
1,
look
2,
at the
3,
clock.
4, 5, 6.
It's coming up again this afternoon.
Technically, I guess, but in military time, I think is really like how they go by it. So it wouldn't really.
Oh,
be
you're
one-
right. On military
Right.
You don't
24-hour
want to
time.
double celebrate?
Yeah, I mean, I guess you could get away with today at 1 o'clock if you wanted, but it's not the
Dude, on
legit thing.
420, I'm smoking pot at 4:20 a.m. and p.m.
That is the thing.
The snowboarder's so excited. We went on a trip, and our room number was 720 or 420 or whatever it is.
Yeah, it's a big.
Okay,
a
why is
big
that
pot.
Oh, because it's the police, like when you get busted? Is that what
I
it is?
don't know. I just know at 420 every day, stoners think it's cool to light up, and then on the day 420, it's like a national day of smoking pot.
Right.
You get the room key to 420. You got yourself a party.
It's like a good omen.
He's
You're
like,
gonna have a
it's
good
meant
weekend.
to be, you know? I think we were even in Amsterdam, which is really funny.
Oh God, every room's
I
420.
think it was like it all came together for him into one big, he was like, ah ha ha ha.
Bro, I'm in the pot mecca. Ah.
And we have the room key. I mean, can you really believe this?
Did he steal it? Oh, they have
Yeah,
electronic
yeah,
keys
yeah.
now, so you don't get that cool
No,
keychain.
there you do.
Oh, okay.
We have it.
All right. Nice.
Trust me, we do. Anyway, okay, so it's Wednesday. Jack already told you that.
Yes.
And you said it was like the 5th.
It is the 5th.
Right, and I was just checking.
Oh, okay.
All right. Hi. It's going to be a
okay.
long day.
It's early. We just started. You're not awake yet. It's all good.
I'm awake. I dressed up for you people.
That says, what does the T-shirt say? Because I just see feet and kick. Oh,
What's kicking?
nice.
Oh, adorable, isn't it?
Pregnant lady shirts are so clever.
And then this is some kind of snowboard shirt. What is it?
Forum? Yeah, I've never heard of that brand, but I'm sure.
Oh, you just stole that, didn't you?
Yeah, this morning.
You were getting ready to go, grabbed one of his sweatshirts, and just went.
He didn't know. Anyway, okay, so we're gonna gear up for First Calls Day. We're all gonna die. There's lightning even.
That's going to be cool.
I don't do well with that stuff.
I like lightning.
I'm not a big
I
lightning
know,
fan.
which is weird because you're from the Midwest where you get those huge storms a lot.
I think because we were forced to stand outside and watch them roll in.
Your parents didn't like you much.
At all,
did they?
and I think now I'm terrified because I realize like I saw news stuff on them. You know, back then you're young, you don't know like it can kill you.
Yeah, like hold the golf club up, try and hit it.
Yeah, exactly. We didn't have golf clubs, Jack.
Right.
We had sticks.
Rakes.
Go stand by the tree.
Yeah, let's see if that's really true. Anyway, all right, so it's lightning. It's all bad. We're all gonna die. It's raining everywhere, and then it comes down like gully washers. I mean, it's just like.
It's getting biblical out there, man.
Oh, puff, puff, puff. I just got a hostile work environment email from Robert Lyles.
Another one?
No,
Yes.
It's hard to tell. I got that one. I don't know if he's upset or just was in a hurry.
Jack, there was a situation yesterday which you were not involved.
Oh,
Kind
good.
of.
How was I kind of not involved?
Well, you kind of were, Jack, and you kind of weren't. How do I
You kind
put-
of got sucked in by guilt by association.
Right.
Oh, okay.
You know how sometimes you blame other people and you did it?
Sure. Everybody, like,
Yeah.
I'll blame stuff on Stench sometimes.
Right.
Like, when you break stuff around here, it's easy to tell people Stench did it because they don't question it.
Exactly.
Right.
Yes.
Well, there was how do I explain this? There was this foul. There was a sewage leak yesterday.
Okay.
Bad one.
A bad sewage leak. In fact, so bad the building was evacuated.
Wow.
At least
Yeah.
a portion
of it.
of the floor.
Yeah, a portion of the floor was evacuated. This floor.
Okay.
Because there was a bad sewage leak. So Ernie came up. It was this whole thing.
People were gagging.
Plumbers came in. Plumbers couldn't find the leak. Plumbers said that there were no leaks. It was fine. It was something had died in Robert Lyle's office.
Okay.
So then there was this huge search of Robert Lyle's office where they moved cabinetry and everything because they didn't know if like a rat died.
Right. What did they find? Are we not going to be able to eat in our cubicles anymore?
No, this wasn't death. This was more like
This was like poop.
this was straight poo, Jack.
Yeah, this was straight poop.
Okay. I had my
Not
kid here
rotting.
yesterday, but I didn't leave any diapers. I
Yeah.
did that once. And I
Oh
thought,
my God, that was one of the immediate suspects that came
Yeah,
up.
because you'd left one in your trash can before.
one time.
Right, so
Yeah.
that was the thing. So
They
then
looked for him in
somehow
the drawer.
then it
Looked for him in the
they
drawer.
did.
I'm serious. There was a major Clear Channel investigation going on
So
yesterday.
then somehow, and perhaps this is why all the emails, somehow it was just pinned on you.
Well, that's weird because I'm not that guy.
Yeah, but you weren't here.
Oh, that made it easy? Okay.
It didn't make it easy. It just
No.
made, how sometimes you spin stuff on
it just had flow.
Right.
right. You spin stuff on Stench when, in fact, you've done stuff because you're not that guy and you can get away with it.
Right.
Yeah.
So it was everybody came together and realized that you thought that Stench would get blamed, so you did it.
Okay.
Yeah.
But the evacuation, not very funny.
Yeah. Ernie's kind of mad at you.
Yeah. So is Robert Lyles. So it was this whole ugly thing. It got really ugly all
Right.
day. But then I calmed Robert down. I lit some candles. Then Ernie said I can't light candles because it's against the rules.
We have rules against candles here?
Yeah, there's no candles.
Can't have
that?
candles, but okay for your damn office to smell like straight poo.
It smelled like straight poo. Straight poo.
Yeah, and not even like someone went in there and farted. It
No.
smelled like someone
Crap.
put one on your desk.
There was a huge investigation.
Wow. So
It
did
wa-
they find out what it was?
It was his chair.
Oh, no.
I think he has ass funk.
Didn't he have issues? Didn't he have to go, for...
And here's what happened.
He had to
Because
go
Sam's-
home and change pants.
when things like that happen in this building, for some bad reason,
Right.
I become suspect number one. Always.
I
They
don't
come
know why.
straight to me.
Right.
So then they come after me and they're serious and they're mad.
Mad.
And I'm denying knowing anything about
Everybody's
it.
dry heaving.
Right.
Yeah, dude, people are walking around gagging as they're evacuating the area.
Dry heaving. Like bad.
Yeah.
The whole thing was bad. It got uglier and uglier because then, as we had to evacuate, then whoever was trying to be funny wasn't so funny.
Yeah.
Right.
Wasn't funny anymore when it got that serious.
Right.
So then it just spread around. And what I'm trying to tell you, Jack, is you might be called into a meeting today.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
Well, okay. But what I'm saying is that there's maybe some pinning on you.
Right.
Maybe by the end of the day, when people were okay, it's okay. You know when you're really mad. Imagine you're at your maddest. You're just mad, right?
Right.
And there's two people that are maybe in this room that are just sitting back laughing
Laughing
at
at
you.
your anger.
right.
And all of the people that are trying to help you get to the bottom of this, and they're pointing and laughing.
And you're steaming mad like a big pile of poop that's in your office.
Oh, see,
Yeah.
but thank you for this knowledge piece. I'm going to go in really sympathetic, and it'll turn right back on Stench.
Well, I don't know who did it.
I don't know anything about it. We
I-
just assumed maybe Jack. You know what? I just saw Jack scurry out of here a couple minutes ago.
We don't know who. I don't know who it is. That's when you know you like if you
Stutter.
stutter. Yeah, I do not have any.
Or, wait, and they still didn't figure out how this person did whatever they did in there, right? I mean, his chair's done?
there's no hard evidence of anything.
There's nothing.
Because they didn't
So
find
if we
anything
just
in any
keep
drawers?
our mouths shut, nobody's gonna know anything.
Yeah, I don't know anything.
I don't know. Well, you weren't here.
I wasn't here.
I wasn't here.
I don't know. Play back the security
Where was
camera.
Monica?
Aha.
Oh.
See?
See, because I'm not a hey poop is funny kind of gal.
Yeah, not me really
Yeah.
either.
Who's in this room
Okay.
that's poop's kind of funny?
I think poop's pretty funny, but yesterday may have been a really overkill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What we had yesterday, friends, was a situation of, hey, this will be really funny. And then somehow it got so foul where people were throwing up in the hallway
Okay.
that it wasn't
here-
funny anymore.
Here's what I think happened yesterday, but I wouldn't know because I don't know.
Right.
Right.
I think that someone fell to the if a little's funny, a lot will be really funny.
Well,
And then
Monica!
somehow a lot of that odor got into the office and it wasn't funny anymore at all.
Didn't we get something in the mail called poop?
You got poop in the mail?
I
That's
didn't.
like a federal offense.
Yeah, who gets
You
poop
better
in the mail?
report that.
Didn't we get some kind of package?
I never got anything.
But
like
did
that.
you see a package?
Good instant denial. Did you hear
You
that?
never saw a package that said that it had poop smell in it?
No.
You never had a package called liquid ass?
No.
Wow, that sounds like a clinical or technical term. How would you just come up with
Yeah,
that?
that's medical.
Yeah. Liquid ass.
Is that what it was called? I mean, if you saw some of that, it was
I
called.
think I saw that on Jack's desk
and it
earlier
was
in the day.
and it was a solution called liquid ass.
Liquid ass.
Did you see it on Jack's desk that said liquid ass?
Maybe I might have.
Because I know later in the day when I left, it smelled like just real ass.
Oh my god! It was. I can't describe to you the smell yesterday.
We were just crying. Like,
Yeah, we were dry heaving.
You know if you ever like
Oh
have
my
stepped in
God.
poo and then got in your car and you're like, oh, there's poo. You
Yeah.
start looking at the bottom of your shoe. I think everyone walking through the hallway yesterday was looking at the bottom of their shoe before they started gagging.
But here's why I think we're home free on this one. Our cubicles are right across from his door. Why
Right.
would we do something that would affect us like that? It's probably that
It
mark of Mark and
affected
Kim.
us
He's all the way down the
directly.
other side of the building.
Well, Mark,
Whoa, we have a reputation of being stupid.
but Mark, actually, I know he's not allowed on this show, but if you could have him call the show,
Or a representative from
right,
Mark
and
call the show?
have his name
Okay.
be Art,
Okay.
Oh, I like that.
he
art.
might have some knowledge about the liquid ass.
Does
Wow.
he have liquid ass?
He might have some liquid ass.
Is he the liquid ass pusher in the building?
Wow, see how I called that?
Yeah, he might have liquid ass. I might have knowledge of Mark having liquid ass.
Ass.
Huh?
It's Ash Wednesday.
Oh my God, you guys, it's just bad. I mean, what happened is bad. Now Jack's going to be called in a
horrible.
meeting at 10. And it's one of those things that you thought it was going to be really funny, and then it went really bad.
Yeah, and then
I mean, I think that's what you're assuming. If you knew who did it, you would know that, what their motivation was. Maybe somebody really hates
I
Oh,
feel a
that's
little bit
true.
of guilt because I was like, that'd be funny. Like that.
and you
to that
laughed and
particular
laughed
person.
and laughed at Robert Lyles and his rage
Well,
and
he
anger.
was just being a bitch.
Oh,
yeah,
but
but
he
now
was
his
mad.
Prada
And
smells
then,
like
he,
poo.
then he brought Deanne into the mix, and then they were just this little bitchy couple.
And then they started
There was a
shutting
lot of
doors.
doors
Then they
and
shut
talking.
its door. Yeah, you know how they get and they shut doors. And then Robert's like, "I'm gonna do something about this one. I go, what are you gonna do?
He called human resources. It was a whole thing.
Your office smells like a bunghole, and what are you gonna do? Fire us?"
And by the way, this is all going on. Imagine, okay, the way that the office is set up here. There's the area that we described as the cubicle cul-de-sac, right?
Right.
Which is the 4 cubicles, and those 4 cubicles dead end into Robert Lyle's office. So as all this is going on in Robert Lyle's office, Jamie and I are sitting in the cubicle cul-de-sac, pointing and laughing and laughing.
Oh, it
and
gets
laughing.
worse. I know we have to take a break. Just wait till you hear then what we did after that. Not that we did that.
Right.
And I had nothing to do with it.
But once you
he's-
were accused, now you were upset.
Once we're accused, now I'm mad because
Right.
he's mad because he can play jokes on everybody else and do all these funny things and say all these racial things, blah blah. Blah. But when it's on him,
Right.
oh, now not so funny. Like he's the rule maker of funny,
Right.
and that's what ticked me off. So then we went ballistic on him, and we will explain audio version when we come back.
Yes!
Yeah. All right. So anyway, it just yesterday was it's a weird day. It was a weird day.
Day of hell.
It was a funk fest. And then as it went on, everybody got mad, and it was this whole thing, and nobody can loosen up, and whatever. Stench has on his computer virtual bubble wrap. Have you ever heard of this?
No.
Me either.
It's a torturing device.
So you take your mouse on these little bubbles, and it's virtual bubble wrap, and you just pop them all.
Okay. Like when you get it in the mail.
Yeah, you pop it and people get seriously annoyed and pissed off at you for like going
Pop, 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 pop,
and then
pop.
sometimes you can go really fast. Pop, 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 pop.
So what he did is he turned up his speakers, and he turned them towards Robert Lyle's compound,
Full
Right.
blast.
kind of like Waco.
Okay. Right. With the rock
Oh my
music and
God.
everything.
While they're searching for the piece of poo that they think is hidden in his office.
Right, and then they're all mad. So then they get in the office. They close the door. Right, he and Deanne, the lovely duo.
Right.
So they close the
They're
door.
mad.
They're mad. They were mad. So they close the door. So somebody I know put speakers in surround sound around his office door and just Waco'd him to death.
Well, that was because I was offended that I was immediately blamed for.
You
for
were
this
immediately
misdeed.
blamed.
I was immediately.
I
blamed
can't
for
even.
the
Nobody
misdeed.
even looked twice. They looked right at you.
Yeah, and then they come to my desk and they're like, as they're talking to me in a very accusatory fashion, which I was highly offended of.
And I would be.
They you could tell they were looking
Scanning.
around my desk
Mm-hmm.
for something that could have been used to make that bad odor.
Yeah, it was. It got ugly, Jack. And did you get any memos from anybody from Robert Lyle's?
I
Just
got
the
one.
one that I have a meeting at 10 a.m.
Yeah,
With all of you immediately following your show.
yeah. And what was that bitchy note about?
I don't know. I think he's. Okay, here's the deal. Here's
I
what
think
happened.
you might be disruptive.
Me?
Hold on. Hey, Art.
Oh, this is Art.
Hi,
Look,
Art.
everybody.
Is that
It's,
pretty good?
it's
Yeah, that was
Art.
excellent.
Thank you very much.
He works in our building, and he's not allowed on our show because he's the competition.
Well, I threw Stench under the bus yesterday big time, and I didn't even mean to.
You did?
Stench gave me. Look at this. Isn't this
Oh.
great? Look at this.
You told people?
You guys, I went home. I got in so much trouble last night just bringing it in the house.
So liquid ass.
It was awesome.
So
My
some
13-year-old daughter grabs it, and as soon as my 15-year-old comes home, she sprays it in his face.
Oh my God.
He's in this little band they're playing at the LA Music Festival this weekend. He's got it in his hands. You can't get it off. It was in my hands. I couldn't. Well, of course, maybe that was another reason. But
So supposedly, allegedly, we got some liquid ass sent to us, and then we passed it on to other employees. So you could have done this
Yeah.
to Robert Lyle's office.
Someone bombarded Robert Lyle's office with it.
you're kidding me, Stench.
No, and he's really, really mad.
Okay, let's just based on name basis, who might that have been?
And we think it could have been Jack.
It was
yeah,
Jack.
Well, yeah.
It was totally Jack. And now Robert's like, I'm doing something about this. Robert plays on his own clock. Like, what's funny for him is not funny. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, like if it's fun, like he decides he's the funny police.
Right.
Well, by the way, that stuff is funny. I want a case of it. That is funny. Listen, you know
It's
what?
funny.
I'm just thinking about anytime you want to leave work early, just go in and spray that on a chair, and
That's
you're out
what
the door.
happened.
Yeah.
I know. He missed a meeting. He had a headache. He was going to faint.
People were evacuating the building and they would walk down the hallway, and as they walked down, you'd see it when it hit their face. They'd look, they'd be like, and all of a sudden, they'd start dry heaving.
What's it officially called on the bottle? Do you remember?
Liquid butt.
Liquid butt. Available at what? Liquidbutt.com?
Yeah, or some other spelling of that
Okay,
same sort.
when we get a little
We
time,
can say ass on our
No,
show.
See, I can't.
Try to say ass.
I won't.
Say it, Art.
No, I can't.
Say
I
ass.
can't.
Ass. Oh, boy.
When we get a little time between now and this tragedy that happened yesterday,
Yeah.
we may talk a little about liquid ass
Oh.
and where you can get it.
Well, I don't know if I can listen because I'm not supposed to hear that.
Right, you can't say ass. Hey, Art, thank you for being on the show. We're just trying to narrow down what happened, like, you know, what went awry,
Thanks
the
for
whole
pointing
thing.
suspect
I just
fingers.
want you to know I'm not pointing any fingers at Stench.
That is nice because
All right.
everybody
Yeah.
knows it's Monica's
Hey,
fault.
but don't do me a favor. Don't smell his fingers.
Oh.
I'm serious.
But here's the thing I was
That
trying to figure
liquid
out.
Stuff is all over his hands.
Here's the thing I was trying to figure out. That stuff was so dead on crap smelling. How did they get that? Did they just add water to real crap?
Well, listen. If they say that there's no testing on animals, they're lying. They tested right from an animal.
How do you get that smell recreated chemically?
I wouldn't want to
don't
be
know,
in
but-
that lab.
But see, I feel like they used real stuff and just watered it down.
Well, I think that some people would be very curious about how that they did get that, and
Yes, and we'll explore that later on our
that's
48
called a
hours.
fetish,
And
by the way.
imagine someone covered your office
Mark.
in it, Mark, and your office is covered in this smell, and you're really mad trying to find out what it is, and there's people outside pointing this noise at you and laughing.
And Stench
Do you
is
have
looking
it?
at his watch
Yeah.
going, I think I need to leave.
I know, but listen, here's what we were playing then.
It's a web page about virtual bubble
We
wrap.
did virtual bubble wrap Waco style around his office then.
That is just horrible.
It was really kind
That's
of
what I
fun.
love about you guys.
By the way, how do you know about poop fetishes?
You guys have not been to ratemypoop.com?
No.
No.
Oh my God, it's the funniest website in the entire world. Or is it Rate Your Poop, something like that? But it's very good.
I belong
Why
there.
do you know about this?
Because I've got
He has
a
kids.
14-year-old, 15-year-old. Are you kidding me? They love that stuff.
He's got kids.
RateMyPoop.com.
That's funny.
All right, Art, we gotta go. Thank you for being on the show. Bye. So imagine this, you guys, around his office in stereo,
Loud.
really loud.
I had my little the speakers on my computer turned full blast, and I'm 10 feet from his door.
Virtual bubble wrap. Jack, one more time, please. Virtual bubble wrap. Here we go. It was so annoying.
Just don't stop.
We might have been annoying yesterday.
We were being accused of something
Wait, I
really
didn't do
bad
anything.
wrong.
Why am I involving
I
myself?
don't know.
No,
really-
you immediately were accused too.
I enjoyed the laughter. That's what I like to do. I like to enjoy life. So I was just I was watching.
Okay, I don't know what it is.
I don't know why I'm taking responsibility for anything. I didn't do anything.
There was no responsibility, but seeing people that are like big, high-ranking officials with this company get all bent, and a bunch of them in there searching for poo in an office that they think we put in there, is funny.
Well, if he pulls any crap with his 10 o'clock meeting, I'm pulling out that I was offended by his joke.
Oh, I'm offended by his joke too. He insulted me yesterday
Why? What happened?
to the whole company.
What happened?
He called me fat to everyone in a company-wide email yesterday.
He did? Why? What happened?
And I wept and I cried at home.
What was it? How did he call you fat?
They lost. Remember the baby shower? We had a pregnant suit.
Yeah?
Well, they rented that from a costume shop, and now it's gone. Someone took it. They can't find it, and he put an email to everyone in the entire company that I'm still wearing it.
Oh.
Which was mean and hurtful.
Keep
and,
that as
and
evidence.
discriminating against a fat man.
Keep that as evidence.
So it's a trade. We could make the poop thing go away.
If we cancel out a couple
Yes.
of the other things that we
So,
have documentation on. He has no documentation on
Yes,
the
we have
poop.
documentation
He
on
also
it.
destroyed my self-esteem by making fun of my fashion sense constantly, and now it's hard for me to get up in the morning.
And
a
I have to
hostile
pull up
work
a bunch of
environment.
emails I have against him too.
Yeah, it's sad.
Yeah, I think we have our own ammunition
But
here.
we're willing to let this go.
If we could just call a truce.
We just have to let the poop,
Settle.
Here's what I think. I think a vent came out of the bathroom yesterday because his office is near the bathroom.
Uh-huh.
Maybe the vents got crossed and was coming from the bathroom into his office.
I'm going to shoot myself if I have to hear bubble wrap anymore. First, you're the first caller. Yay! Hi, Kim.
Good morning. You guys
Hi.
rule.
We
We
rule.
rule.
Welcome to a saturated, soggy, yucky Wednesday.
Well, I tell you what, I love you guys so much. You get me up every morning, get me to work a little bit late, but, you're killing me with that virtual bubble wrap crap. I'm seriously going to go outside and look for lightning with a golf club if I have to do that again.
So imagine now that you're in surround sound. You've locked yourself in your office. You're pissed off. You're Robert Lyles.
Oh, God.
You've closed the door. You're pissed off. And now in surround sound with big old woofers and speakers, we Waco'd you with bubble wrap.
You're killing me. Oh, my goodness. I'd rather be stuck in a room with that smell than have to hear that for like 5 more seconds.
Good news is Robert Lyles got both.
Yeah,
Oh, my
he did.
God.
Virtual bubble wrap. All right. Hey, Kim, by the way, we're not giving away Little House on the Prairie DVD sets. Oh, no.
Oh, that's a damn shame.
Yeah. What do
We've
we have
upgraded
instead?
you. Today, you get a DVD pack featuring Brokeback Mountain. Oh, yeah. A cinematic phenomenon that captured the hearts and minds of the nation, starring Heath Ledger and Jake Gyllenhaal, now available on DVD from Universal Studios Home Entertainment, and it's brought to you by Singular Wireless, raising the bar.
All right.
Awesome. Thank you so
Okay,
much.
congratulations. Hold on. Okay, Jack.
It's a little annoying, virtual bubble wrap.
I pumped that over the phone for that lady, too.
Yeah, it was
did?
going in
Yeah.
her head, full
Awesome.
blast.
Love it. Melissa,
Yes.
you're the second call today. Yay! You get nothing. What can we do for you?
I just wanted to get the address, the website for the virtual bubble wrap.
Oh,
Okay.
boy.
Here's what we can do. It's one of those ones that's like 35 characters long, and it's uppercase and lowercase sensitive. So we'll put it on Jack's blog today, right after the show.
Okay.
Jack will have
Yeah.
the whole thing.
So
and
go
you
to
can do it.
Jack's blog.
After
Okay.
like 10:15.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right?
Okay, thank you.
All right,
cool.
Melissa,
Bye.
and you have a lovely, lovely day.
You guys too.
All right, thanks.
Bye.
Bye. That's, what was her name? Melissa.
Melissa.
Melissa, Stench got me in a fight the other day. I don't know.
Why?
What do you two do? Run around here and cause trouble after?
No. I think he makes it an uncomfortable work environment for everyone.
Everyone in my
Yeah,
surroundings.
because I wasn't even here. I was at home.
Oh, see, I was yesterday, too, and he got me into
Yeah,
trouble. So.
yeah. So I was telling the snowboarder a story about something that Stench did. Stench smashed food in his wife's face because he was pissed off at her.
Oh.
A whole Happy Meal in her face.
But she deserved it.
Do you know my wife would kill me and then divorce me like within 5 minutes
Well,
of that?
that's what the discussion was about. So I was telling the snowboarder, who seems to have a liking for the Stench.
I bet he
Because
does.
he's a cool kind of guy.
He feels like they don't even know each other, but they.
Well,
I
just
think he wants to
regular
live vicariously through him.
No, we're
He wants to
regular
smash
guys.
food in my
he
face?
would
But he
totally
can't,
do
so
that.
he'll just live through Stench.
No, I think he would.
If you
You
did
think
what
he would?
my
He
wife
would.
did, he would have done the same thing.
Jack, he's the one that I hit him with the remote, and he hit me like really hard to prove to me how hard it hurt.
Yeah.
See, you deserved it. He should have clubbed you over the head with it.
So yeah, I think he would do what Stench did, and that was our discussion.
And that made you upset.
It made me
assuming.
pissed off
Yes.
because he said, "Sounds like bitch deserved it."
Oh.
Yes!
I was telling my fiance a shocking story that Stench took his wife's food that was in her lap and basically shoved it in her face and smeared it.
Yeah, just kind of smashed it all upside her head.
And I was telling him as if I was appalled. And I was like, I can't believe that you'd be in your car and somebody just smashed food in your face.
You are appalled.
I am, and I was
Right.
telling him as if like I was even directing the story to make it more appalling.
Right.
Oh,
and
you were adding extra cheese?
Yeah.
It was
Oh.
a story you told out of shock, not out of admiration, where he took it
Exactly.
and,
So I added on.
right.
So I was telling him, but I did tell him the true story about how she didn't want to go to that drive-through, and then this drive-through, and then that she threw something at you.
It was a chain of events.
Right. And
leading
then
up to me blowing my stack, psychotically pissed off, but that had nothing to do with her. I wasn't mad at her, I wasn't yelling at her, but I was pissed, and she could tell I was pissed.
and then she was just egging him on, and then she threw something at his face while he was driving, and then he just had it, and he snapped.
Yeah.
And he took all her food and smashed it into her face.
With one good
Why didn't you just tell the whole
backhand
thing?
Yeah.
move. Okay, she...
Wait, you know what? We have to.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
right.
Yeah.
Now I'm
Why
mad.
don't you tell us? Because I've added on, and now I don't even remember
Yeah.
the truth.
Right.
So why don't you tell everybody the true life story when we come back, and you guys can give your opinions on this. of how you smashed food.
You're trying to make me to be the bad guy in this
How
situation.
you smashed and ground food into your beautiful wife's
ground-
face, into
held
her
her down and
pores.
rubbed her nose in it like a dog that
Just
messed
smashed
the floor.
it where you might even hit her a little bit because it hurt.
So
See, like I probably shouldn't tell the story.
nice.
Yeah.
The whole truth when we come back.
Okay, it's Wednesday. Yay!
Yay!
Death and destruction are everywhere. Is it stopped raining? Has it? Is it?
It's not pouring like it was, but it's still.
What about that lightning? That was scary. I don't like lightning.
I haven't seen any lightning in a while either.
All
so
right.
Actually, looks like it's lightened up a little here in Burbank.
We're all gonna live.
It's looking good.
Yeah.
It's looking like
There's
we
a
made.
Rite Aid in like McCarthy Park or whatever it's
Oh
called.
yeah,
MacArthur
over
Park.
4th.
MacArthur.
Yeah, 4th Street.
Yeah, and it caved in.
That's crazy. That thing caved in bad.
Did you see him sweep out all the products? And all I could think is, if you're homeless, you should stand right outside of that Rite Aid. There was stuff in packages, and there was creams. I don't know if you need anti-wrinkle cream if you're homeless, but like just all this makeup and combs and everything. You could have just got year's supply.
Oh.
They're just
true.
sweeping it all outside.
I noticed, did you notice that the firemen were using their hose to rake the water
There's
out?
so much water. It was out of control. It was out of control. So anyway, I think that we're all going to live. Everything's fine, right?
right.
Like, there's no major...
Yeah, I think we're okay.
Laurel Canyon has not Laurel-gasmed yet.
No, not yet. And it could happen days after it stops raining with those mudslides.
Oh, scary. American Idol really made me bored last
Oh
night.
my God. And okay, but now you know what Stench and I were talking about. A couple weeks ago, we told you we saw Kenny Rogers on the news, and he looked like a freak of nature.
Yes.
And did you see him last night? He
Yes.
doesn't look like Kenny Rogers anymore.
At all.
He has some bad plastic surgery done.
Yeah, they mutilated Kenny Rogers.
You know, they have that website.
They killed Kenny.
There's a website called Guys That Look Like KennyRogers.com,
Oh,
and
that's
it's
nice.
just tons
It's
of pictures. He doesn't look like Kenny Rogers anymore. The guys on that website look more like him than he
Looks
does.
horrible. And I hate to say it, but I might be getting bored with American Idol.
I am totally bored. I only watched it because everybody watches it here, and I wanted to participate, and I couldn't
Yeah.
get through most of
Oh
it.
my God, I'm over it. It's like it's a talent show. It's the Gong Show.
Yep,
They're
except
not
without
really
the
good.
gong.
And nobody's good.
There's no like break. Well, plus they did country night last night, and if that's not your thing, it's hard to, I would imagine, to transcend into a whole other genre of music.
But I'm wondering why everybody's so addicted to it when it was just, to me, now it's becoming such a teen little show.
It's horrible. And did anybody else notice that guy you like, Ace? He either has a twin or a brother that looks just like
He's
him
a
and was
twin.
in the audience who really likes the fact that his brother's up there and that he is probably getting some attention because he knows he had this big smile. He tried to get on camera a lot.
I didn't pay that much attention because, like I said, Jack, I was so bored and
I
burnt
was
out.
so bored.
I'm like,
I have
American Idol.
two theories for American Idol.
Yeah.
Okay, the Ryan Seacrest now with the scruffy
Oh,
beard.
that
What
was
is
another
that?
ridiculous
Like,
thing.
he's like Clay Aiken. All of a sudden, he's over the top, proving how manly he is. I have issues
Why
with
did
his
he have a
PR
beard?
people.
It looked ridiculous.
Yes,
he
it
can't
did.
pull that off.
No,
No.
he's too baby-faced to
And
wear that.
his hair is too perfect to have the scruffy beard. You have to have
Scruffy, yeah.
scruffy hair
well,
to have
and
scruffy
you have to
beard.
be bigger.
Yeah, definitely.
You have to be a badass.
At
to
least
pull that
Brad
off.
Pitt
Right.
size. Like, Brad Pitt can always pull off the scruffy look.
Or
you
you
know?
just have to have a little bit of badass in
Well,
you.
you also have to be man-sized.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean? You can't be
Yeah.
half pint looking with the scruffy beard.
Yeah, that looked like he looked like what Chicken Little would look like with the beard.
Yeah,
It
totally.
it was just wrong.
And then
Anyway.
my other thing is last week's bottom three. Remember the McFever chick, whatever her name is, they call her?
Yeah.
The real pretty girl from
McPhee.
Sherman Oaks, McPhee.
Does she have long black hair?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And she had been like one of the favorites and was kicking butt. And all of a sudden last week she was in the bottom three. Well, remember those stories all came out in the tabloids about her possibly being a Scientologist. And
She's like from the Midwest. Her mom's
No,
a
Sherman
musical
Oaks.
coach. I
From
thought her
Sherman Oaks.
mom's a musical
her
coach.
mom is, but she's from Sherman Oaks.
And she's a Scientologist?
Allegedly, there was all kinds of tabloid stories about it, and all of a sudden, bam, she went from way up there to bottom three last week.
Well, that's because Simon hates Scientologists.
Simon does.
Yeah.
And country music, he said.
Yeah. So anyway, it was like a waste of my life. Anyway, but what was really interesting is to have a discussion with your fiance and find out how he really feels about smashing food in one's face.
Oh, back to that.
Yeah. Why don't you tell them exactly what happened?
Okay, here's what
Okay,
happened.
here's what happened.
Last weekend, we were on a road trip.
You and your wife.
My wife with my wife, me, my wife, and the baby. Driving along, and then I think this got the baby in the back seat. The baby has got Barbie, the princess, and the popper. It's about the fifth time on heavy rotation. She keeps stopping it and starting it because she must hold the DVD player now when it's playing.
Right.
So that's rocking full blast in the back. Then My wife decides she's not eating. She's on a diet that day. She's just not going to eat.
Right.
Well, the baby and I haven't eaten in hours, and we're driving, and the baby's getting hungry, so I'm like, all right, let's go to a restaurant. No, I'm not eating. And we've been in the car for a real long time at this point, so I just wanted to go into a restaurant, sit down, get something to eat, get out
Plus,
of the car.
you're hearing Barbie rotate
Yeah.
over and over and over.
I just
and
want to
over
get out of the
and
car. No, I'm not eating. Let's go to a drive-thru. Fine. So I go pull in a drive-thru. Pull in, and right there's two drive-thrus. There's a Del Taco and a Wendy's. I start heading for the Wendy's. She's like, why are you going to Wendy's? Go to Del Taco. And I'm like, well, the baby's going to want chicken nuggets. She's not. That's the only thing that kid will eat from a fast food restaurant. Chicken nuggets and french fries. So I'm going there. No, just get her a taco. Go to Del Taco. Why are you going? It's so fattening. You're going to eat like crap. Blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, wow. Fine. So I pull into the drive-thru.
So first of all, the woman that doesn't want to eat now has, like a lot of us women, now has opinion about what you take into your
and
system.
has dictated what I'm eating for lunch. And you know what? I didn't want Del Taco. I wanted Wendy's, and I knew I could get what the baby wanted. I knew I could get what I wanted, but I go there just to shut her up.
Right.
And my nerves are on edge. So
Plus, Barbie's still playing in the background.
Right.
So I pull in the drive-thru. Well, it's lunchtime too. There's rows of cars behind me. I go to order, and right when the baby sees the speaker with the pictures of the food, she starts screaming, "No taco, chicken nugget, chicken," and flips out. Oh. So my wife's like, all right, fine. Well, you can just get her, pull out and go over there, realizing she's wrong. So, all right. I then order my food, which I don't want. And you know how a picky bitch I am about my food.
But you're committed, right?
Yeah,
Now you're
because I'm
stuck
Now
stuck
you're
in
locked
this line.
in.
I'm locked in this line. The baby's in the background screaming still, just over and over.
And the
"No
Barbie
taco!
tape is still playing.
No taco! And Barbie's playing and singing and dancing in the back. So I order the food I don't want, get it, grab it, rip around in the other drive-thru, get the chicken nuggets that the kid wants from the Wendy's drive-thru, pull in to stop and eat. The baby's getting her food. There's mayhem everywhere. The baby won't hold her food to eat it. She still wants to hold the Barbie DVD. So my wife has to hold all the baby's food and give her piece by piece what she requests. French fry, chicken nugget, whatever it is. My wife then hands her that.
Right.
So that's going on, and I open up my food, and it's wrong. My order is completely screwed up.
And by this time, your boiling point is up here.
Yeah, so at
Okay.
that point, I'm mad. So I take my food and I smash it back in the bag and I slam it down on my counter and I God, I start cussing. But I'm not yelling at her. I'm not mad at her.
But this is where the taunting begins.
No problem with her. And I'm like, you know what? Let's just go home. I'll eat when we get home. So I pull out of the spot real fast. She starts going, "You're an effing psycho. I can't believe you get so mad over food. What a psycho you are. You're a lunatic. Why are you so crazy?" And just starts egging me on. And I'm fuming mad at this point, and I'm not mad at her. I'm not mad at her. I'm just annoyed, and I'm pissed, and my order's
Well, you
wrong.
can be mad at her. She's taunting you.
Well, I'm starting to get that way. So I turn to her and I look and I go, "Look, I want to go home. Just be quiet. I just want to go home." She takes the food and smashes it into my face, throws it across the car. Wham! Chicken nugget hits me right below the eye. Okay. I have a psycho temper.
Yes.
And I'm already mad, and there's a thing when something hits
Plus,
me.
somebody's taunting you. Okay,
Yeah.
so, I mean, I
So
know,
I'm
I
being-
can see, because I've been the tauntee.
Right.
So I'm being taunted to death, and then I get nailed in the face with a piping hot chicken nugget.
Why did she throw it at you?
Because I
I'll
was
tell you
pissed.
why, because I've been her. Because you watch somebody like Robert Lyles got yesterday and
Right.
like Stench in the car, and it's kind of funny that they're so aggro.
Yeah, I
they're
was
just
mad.
so out of control that you're like, oh my God, you're a psycho. And then you start picking at them and picking at them.
Yeah, she
and
was
then you
just
want
going
to
for
see
it.
how far you can push somebody.
So she's gone crazy. And at what point she decided it was a good idea to hit the guy that's really pissed off and crazy in the
Just
face.
to test them.
I then, on instinct, I turn around with a backhand and just smash all the food that's in her hands. Bam! And it all just flies back into her face. I didn't hit her, and I didn't grind it into her face, but all the food in her hands ended up in her hair, in her face, everything
All of
flew
this
out
is
the
while
container.
these two are driving.
Right.
Yeah, just boom! And all of the food landed on her, and I was like, don't ever hit me in the head or the face. It's funny. Someone hits me in the arm or whatever, not really going to piss me. I go crazy if I get hit in the head or the face. On top of, I'm fuming mad.
Well, there's two issues here. First of all, have y'all ever just taunted just to see? I don't know. I'm one of those girls. I taunt my boyfriend to see what kind of how far he'll go, which is really crazy.
When do you hit him? For no reason, unprovoked, just smack him.
When
You
I have
did
the
it with
remote.
Yeah.
That's nuts. Hey, when you hit a guy, especially one that's mad at something, not you, anything that happens to you, you deserve.
I mean, you should see. I push him to the point where he'll raise his hand and it'll catch him. I can't hit her, and then it'll make me laugh. Because I'll just pinch at him and I'll just taunt him and he's mad about whatever. He couldn't get something together. And I was just taunting him. I'm like, oh, why are you so mad? Why are you so mad?
Oh my God, I'd kill you.
I know, and he wants to, but I'm pregnant.
Oh my God, this is
So
wrong.
that's number one. Number two is I tell the snowboarder this whole story, and he sounds like the bitch deserved it.
She totally did. I didn't hit her. All I did was knock food in her face.
So then I, of course, get in a fight with him. I think it's wrong that you grind food into your wife's face, blah, blah, blah. And then we get in a
Grind it
hold.
into her face.
Well, you smashed
I know.
it into her face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She just backhanded it all right out of her hands, and both of them were in her hands, and both containers just went boom into her face, all the food in her hair and her face.
He said, I would love to see the expression on her face, but she never taunts him again.
Oh, no, she will. She's crazy.
But
I don't know
was
what's wrong with her.
that's not the point. The point was supposed to be, you're supposed to say, oh my God, that's wrong and evil and horrible and blah, blah, blah. He didn't. He's like,
She feels my pain. 'Cause you're a taunter, too.
all right, yeah, absolutely. Taunting until something actually happens to you. And then we go into Nancy Kerrigan. Why?
Oh, guess her story. I swear to God, she said this to me with a straight face a day later when I started talking to her again. You left... You bruised my ear with the chicken nugget. It hit me so hard I got a bruise.
See, I would have gone with the abuse thing. I would have later gone.
See, because she couldn't say you hit me and left a bruise because I didn't touch her. I smacked her hands, bam, real hard with a backhand and knocked the food on her, and that was it. The food hit her so hard apparently after that it bruised her.
So why is it that we all taunt them and then we want to become the victim? Oh my God, sorry, I was just reading some stuff. Okay, it is Wednesday, yay, and we're all gonna die, and it's rainy, and nobody knows what to do.
Wow.
That's Chewbacca.
You can't do it. Jack, want to try?
I can't do any of those kind of
Monica,
stuff.
can you Chewbacca in Spanish, please?
I can't even roll my R's. You know how they do that?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I wasn't in Spanish.
En español.
In
Yes.
Espanol.
Yeah.
Come on, you got a cousin named Chewy.
I think even when they translated it,
It's the same.
somehow that one always
All right.
sounds the same.
Okay.
Whatever.
Yeah, whatever. Snap. Hey, I know that you're in a perfect marriage, Monica, so I'll ask you, have you ever just pushed and taunted your husband and just purposely to see if they'll snap? I don't know why we want to do that. But I mean, it's just me and you haven't because you're in a perfect marriage. But just taunted and pushed to see if he either smack you or you throw things at their face like Stench's wife did just to see if you get it back, or pinch him or bite him
Jack
or whatever.
gets pinched. Your wife taunts you too.
Oh, she does it all the time, but I don't usually get
Pinch
physical.
back?
I just try and avoid her.
Oh.
But,
I'm not
will she do it if there was something that just had you out of your mind, crazy mad? You were really mad. Would she come up and taunt you and pinch you at that point?
Oh, I'm sure
or would
she
she
would.
stay away?
No, I'm
No,
sure she
because
taught me.
that's how we all are. I mean, myself, your wife, and your wife, we're taunters. We're like, hey, are you mad? Are you mad? Are you mad? Oh, don't be mad.
See,
There's a little baby.
But the difference is she doesn't get the reaction that you guys get, and it drives her crazy. Because I don't get physical or mad. I mean, you taunt to breaking point, and I won't break. I mean, I'll try and avoid her, and it makes her more upset.
Oh, well,
I turn it back on her.
Well, she has to go through a lot of work because I taunt until they break.
Right. No, I know you like that.
And Monica, do you taunt your boyfriend, husband, whatever he is?
Husband.
No, I don't think I do.
Liar.
I'm sure that I annoy him. I don't need to taunt him.
Oh,
I'm sure that I do.
Oh,
Well, that's
Oh,
different.
he's at the breaking point every day when he wakes up.
you think that you annoy him?
I think I do.
Anybody want to take that one?
I'd buy yes for 100.
Remember how he used to have that
Oh.
cushy job where he worked 9 to 5 and made good money, but then he decided he wanted to work all the time so he wouldn't have to be home?
Right.
And he started
I
a
know.
business on his own?
Oh my God! Now that so we've got the house now, blah blah blah. So he said this to me, and I think he didn't mean to. He's like, great. The house is awesome. Now I can stay home on Saturdays and Sundays and work on the yard, and I don't have to go to work. And I'm like, you leave for work on Saturdays and Sundays so you can get away from me.
But now he can just
Yeah,
get
now
out
he
of the
can get
house.
in the
Now in
yard.
the yard.
Yeah.
Now he's got a yard to work on so he can still be there, but not be with me.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did he ever tell you over-explain?
Yes. He says I talk too much.
Short version? You ever hear that a lot?
Yeah.
Hey, how about the short version of that story?
And he'll say, and what were you wearing again?
Oh.
What did she say again?
Oh, yeah. He's going to snap any moment. That punch is going to break.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Anyway, we were talking about how women taunt and push. And then when we get what's coming to us, I think, then we play the Nancy Kerrigan, hold our knee.
Oh,
Why?
it's so sad.
I think I remember, and I still use it like against this kid. You know the orthodontist from Kansas City?
Yes.
Well, I was dating somebody while I was dating him, and I was totally cheating on him. And I remember we were sitting there, and we were drinking beer. And I was like, you know, that guy, he's like, are you seeing Kurt or whatever? I remember this. And I said, well, yeah, we date. And I'm like, but you know what? He has the best body, and he's so great in bed. And just taunted him, you know, this poor gym guy.
Right.
Yeah.
And I'm like, and he has a way bigger this and that. I mean, I was just seeing, and he just smashed a beer into my face and busted my
Jesus.
lip.
Okay, that one I wouldn't. That could
No,
push me
but
over
the
the
problem
edge.
is,
But that's
I
crazy.
deserved it.
No, that's
Yes, I did. Are you kidding? You sit there and you taunt somebody and tell them how much better in bed you are?
I would just walk away brokenhearted.
No way. You should see. I was
Oh
mean.
my god! Like people have done awful things to me that I want. It's mine. My snapping point is when someone hits me
Okay.
with something.
But I'm on with Stench on this one. That guy was 30 years old and you were 19. He let a 19-year-old make him snap to the
Yeah.
point where he
I
smacked
was
her.
Oh my
good.
god!
I was good though, Jack.
Oh.
And then I went into the Nancy Kerrigan, what?
Oh.
Instead of, oh my God, I said the most foul things to you ever. But I did the victim, and it was awesome. I was such a victim. And I still, to this day, you heard me last time when I talked about, like, remember you busted my face open with a beer can?
Yes.
Yeah, he avoided
But I
that
didn't tell the other part of the story.
Right.
Oh, victim!
I love that. I mean, it
I
puts a
hate that.
bad spin on women that are really domestically, violent and they're true victims.
Yeah.
I put a bad thing on that, but a spin.
Okay, but what happens is a guy just does more damage when a woman hits first, guy hits back, guy's going to jail, guy's the domestic violence abuser, and usually nothing happens to the woman. I know there's the rare circumstance where a woman will go to jail for
But
it.
I'm so mean. I taunt and like pick and pinch and like smack him and stuff because I know he can't hit me because he knows he'll go to jail.
Right.
What's wrong with me?
You're a woman.
But I mean, I do it. I'm like,
I've heard. Okay,
oh, what's wrong with
my
you?
wife
Oh,
got so
oh,
mad
does
one
this
time,
hurt?
and she punched me in the face and said, "You made me do that."
And it's kind of
Yeah.
a weird thing, like where we know we have the power because you all can't hit us back.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I know it. No, it's truly nuts, but I like it, and I'm going to live like this.
Crap.
What's
It's
our phone
crap.
numbers?
1-800-STAR-987.
Because I'm just appalled at everything I'm
I'm
saying.
appalled at you.
And I know everybody's gonna be mad at me, and I put a bad spin on domestic violence, and now nothing's serious, and everybody's gonna bitch at me, and it's gonna be a whole thing. Shut up,
Bring it.
biatch.
We'll smack you. You did it,
It's a
Jack.
flashback from yesterday,
Well, it's raining even worse today.
so it really is more appropriate today.
Yeah.
You know, and today we have that. What's his name?
Alex?
Street Meat. Yeah. I bet he doesn't know the song.
No.
Oh, he's young. He was born around then.
Anyway, so it's Wednesday, and it's raining, and we're all gonna die. You know, is Eric Spillman still at Laurel Canyon? Yes.
Yes, he
okay.
is.
Oh.
I need Street Meat to go to Laurel Canyon to interrupt Eric Spillman's feed.
Hold on, Swami's here too.
And
Swami went
Swami.
last time, so.
All right, so they have to go as the terrible, and they need to go stat because he's done at 9.
He was done earlier. He was done at 8. The show ended at 9. And remember, we talked to him at 8 a.m. and he was finishing up, so they have to get there now.
It didn't rain. He left that day because it never rained.
Nothing is happening now. It's raining, Jack.
Okay, so he'll stick around?
Yeah, so we need them to go now. And if Swami can't go, then Street
Yeah, we
Meat
need
should
Swami.
just go.
Okay.
All right. Okay. But see, the problem with Street Meat is he won't like play. Like he thinks he's super fly.
His hair's going to get wet.
Oh, crap.
But he like won't go for the joke. He just like, hey, I'm cool.
I'm saying he might not get out of the car
Oh yeah.
because the hair product
Never
issue.
mind, Monica. Monica, why don't you go?
Oh.
Monica will give.
Oh, start screaming at him in Spanish. Just go out
Yeah.
there and don't have any, don't show up in a star vehicle. Just walk out there and start screaming at him in Spanish.
Okay, bye, Monica.
But yell in Spanish that he's the father of your baby.
Right.
And like viewers will know what you're saying.
But then who will answer the phones and stuff? Because Monica will deliver the show.
We'll be
Alex,
He.
street meat.
We can send Swami later.
Okay, you have to weight your options. Which do you think he'll be better at?
Can I say neither?
Yeah, but
Yeah. I don't know what to do. What do
Playing
we
baseball.
do? What do we do?
he's really good at that.
I know.
Should we pick straws or something? All right, we'll figure it out here in a minute. But somebody needs to go. Somebody, I don't
Okay.
care who goes. All right, but go now, somebody. You guys do paper, rock, scissors. How about paper? Come in here, all three of you. We'll do paper, rock, scissors.
Okay, cool.
Oh, no.
What?
What? That seems fair.
I have my choices of who I'd rather get.
I know. All right. Paper, rock, scissors.
Come on.
But can you even go, Micah? You are like so swamped
And
here.
I'm in like slacks and boots today.
You
so-
look good, Monica.
Yeah, but you'll look pretty and you'll represent the show
Yeah.
nicely. All right,
Okay,
paper, rock,
you
scissors.
throw on 3. It's not 1, 2, 3, throw. It's 1, 2, throw.
Okay, all right, you ready? 1, 2, throw. Oh, they all did fist.
Okay, that's a tie.
I
Okay.
know.
And with 3 people, how do you do it? Is the majority
We're gonna-
win?
No, we'll eliminate. And
I
then
don't
the
know.
two.
Okay.
I've never played.
There we go.
Ready?
Watch.
All
I
right.
can work this out.
All right.
Okay.
Ready? 1, 2, throw.
Oh.
Oh, Swami wins.
Swami won.
Swami won,
That
so
made
he
it
has
easy.
to go.
You're in the next round. Now these two battle it out to see who battles Swami.
I thought that just means he goes.
Oh, no,
Oh,
we
no,
keep
no,
playing.
no.
This is fun now.
Yeah, the Indian.
Yeah.
I see how it goes.
Okay.
No, that means you're going.
Do we just send him because he won?
I think he just
Okay.
sent him. Yeah.
So
Okay,
that
bye.
Means, that means Street Meat covers Swami.
Right.
Yeah,
He
straight
can,
easy
too.
cover Swami. He can do that. I
Okay,
know.
bye.
Yeah, Street Meat's got that handle.
You're gonna go. You're gonna go to Laurel Canyon,
Right?
right? And you're gonna interrupt Eric Spillman's.
Spellman, yeah.
For Monday.
BFF's me, Spellman are BFF now. You know?
Oh, you're right, but we really need you to like get into the picture this time.
Yeah.
Okay,
Well,
like
sneak
give
up.
it.
Don't go in the van. Wear your hard hat. Just
Don't
run
go
out
to that,
there.
all right?
Go incognito.
Right.
Oh, that's gonna be easy.
Yeah.
Indian walking down Laurel Canyon. That's gonna be easy.
And there's Indians walking down Laurel Canyon, right?
Really?
Probably not really that often.
No, not often.
Well, maybe. I mean, there's a lot of Armenians that live in Mount Olympus. They could get maybe confused.
Now you made the Indian mad. And probably the Armenians mad.
Right. Well, anyway, it doesn't matter. We all can get along, right?
It doesn't matter, Swami, you lost or won or however you want
Yeah.
to look at it. Rock, paper, scissors. So you have
Yeah,
to go.
so-
You're on the way.
So get in your car.
All right.
All right.
Then I head home, or do I come back here?
No, you can as soon as you.
And then you go home. Just take your car.
Yeah. So take your car.
All right. So I sit next to what's his name, Spillman,
Yes.
Yes.
All right.
On Laurel
and I
Canyon.
give 2 thumbs up.
Yes.
Yes.
But call us first. Here's what you do. You get there, you hide. You call us and say, I'm
Hide.
here. We say, he's on the air, go. And then you run out there.
Right.
Because if he sees you, you'll never get on.
Right.
Right. And he knows you. Remember, you met him.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you know who I am. You know who I am. He's waving at me now.
And you have to have a dance ready. That's a rule. When you get behind Spillman,
Yeah,
you have to do the
dance.
Swami dance.
Oh, sorry, Dad. Huh?
Okay.
Sorry, shuffle.
Yes.
The Swami Shuffle.
All right. All right. We'll see about that.
All right. Good
Hooray.
luck. Good luck. And for every time we see you on TV, you get $20.
Oh, every time.
Yeah.
All right. I went back and forth. Right?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sing Blame It on the Rain, too, while you're dancing.
I don't know about that.
For every minute that you're on television, you get for every full minute he'll get $100.
Okay.
And then each time we see him, he'll get $20.
He's never on more than a minute. He's on like
Well,
what,
that's
Well,
Okay,
then you
quick,
got to
then-
stay in the
I
shot.
didn't-
On and off.
30 seconds.
I didn't know
You know
he was
He's
that
on
smart.
30 seconds.
Yeah, you can't
I
fool
forgot.
Swami.
I know.
It's not 420
Yeah.
yet, so Swami knows what's going
He
on.
went to college for 2 semesters.
Oh yeah, that's right. I'm sorry, Swami. I was treating you like you were dip crap. I was like, maybe he won't get that. I'm sorry, Swami. You're a smart man, and you do know that he's not on for a minute, more than a minute. All right, but we will give you $20 for each live shot, right?
Yes.
For each live shot he's in.
Get moving.
All right, so Swami from Laurel Canyon, live from Laurel Canyon, getting ready to interrupt the KTLA Morning News live shot. And on the show, what we're talking about this morning on the big show is taunting victims.
Oh.
Like Spillman.
It's my Indian name, taunting victim, little woman, and something that Oprah will never talk about, or any other woman probably, because they're smarter than I am, and that is those of us that know that we can push and taunt and we'll never get hit back because they'll go to jail, and we can hit them and then nothing happens to us.
No, nothing.
God, I sound like a psycho, don't I?
And then a guy, but it's so true. And a guy does anything back, like even physically restrain you in a way that, like, let's say he grabs you really hard and leaves a bruise on your arms, or he grabs you so hard after you've punched him in the face. He's the a-hole.
Oh, I know, because then you can tell friends, look at my bruises.
Yeah, look what he did to me.
Now, there's no other woman I don't think that'll probably talk about this. That it's a good thing, like Martha. By the way, this is one of those advantages of being a woman, that you can totally knock the tar out of them and they can't knock you back. See, you won't hear that on Oprah.
Right. No.
Do you guys have umbrellas?
Yes.
No.
I have 3 of them in my trunk.
You are gay.
They just end
Possibly.
up there.
No, really. I have a theory about men that with umbrellas. I think they're homosexuals.
Well, I don't use them myself. I keep them for my wife and baby. I don't ever use an umbrella on my own.
Okay, so no, you don't. Your wife does.
Okay, her umbrella's in my car.
I think that
3 of them. There's 3 of you, Jack. Huh.
That's because they always make it into the car, never out.
yeah. I don't know.
It's okay. I'm gay. I use umbrellas if it makes me gay. I don't care.
No, I just don't know a lot of manly men that have an umbrella. Like, I don't know if the snowboarders ever owned one.
If you're really manly, you probably just have a hooded thing.
Yeah, a hood
I don't
or
wear
hat.
hooded things, so
Right.
I guess I'd have to use an umbrella if I did. I don't wear hats either because my head's too small for my body.
See, because I think that Robert Lyles has, like, a bunch of umbrellas, and they're Prada, and they're Burberry, and they're...
Cashmere.
Don't put me in that category. My umbrellas were all free. You know, they
okay.
say, like, wherever you got them.
Dodgers.
Save-ons and, yeah.
Because I see him with umbrellas that match his outfits, but yet I don't see Craig Rossi with an umbrella.
No,
Nah.
Rossi takes me, or strikes me as an overcoat guy.
Yeah,
Like the business guys who wear overcoats?
Yeah. I see what you're saying, Jack.
Yeah.
Anyway, so our street meat here, he has a London Fog umbrella.
Does he really?
Yeah.
What is wrong with him?
He has
I
hair
think he's
issues.
going the way of this Ryan Seacrest.
Oh,
Yes.
no.
Yes, he's going to be difficult to deal with soon.
Crap.
Yeah.
I liked him.
I like him too, but when he gets all upset about his hair and won't put his headphones on, it kind of makes
You
me,
know what's
because he is
weird?
a manly kid. I mean, he's like,
Plus, he's an intern. Like, you should care more about your radio career than your
Right.
stupid hair.
Play sports.
yeah, he plays softball really well. You shouldn't
Does
worry
he wear a
about.
matching outfit? Like, his all match?
Well, we have uniforms, but he wears like the pants and stuff. Yeah,
Here's what's weird
but
about
he's
him.
good, so he can back it up.
You're weird about your hair. You won't put headphones in the studio because it'll mess up your hair. You have an umbrella because you don't want to mess up your hair. Yet you don't wash your hands after you take a dump.
While you poop.
Yeah.
That makes him not gay, though, which is weird.
Yeah.
Because if he was gay, he would wash his hands after he pooped.
Right, he's conflicted.
Yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't know who he wants
He
to be.
hasn't crossed over completely yet.
He's like, am I a man or am I not? I don't know what I am. Am I
Metroman.
am I rough and rugged or am I metrosexual? He can't decide. He's torn. He's torn.
We
He's
need to
young
push
still.
him in one direction
Which
to help him.
Which way would you like to
Push him metrosexual just because it's funny for me to watch.
Well, once he starts washing his hands, he's in. All right. In the meantime, we are sending what's his name?
Swami.
Yep. We're sending him over to Laurel Canyon to the KTLA live shot. Try to interrupt that, see how that goes. And we have also been talking about female taunting and the women that are mean. And Jack's or Stench's wife.
I don't get it.
We taunt, we poke, we prod, we'll throw stuff in your face, we'll punch you in the arm, and then if you give it back to us, we grab our knee and yell out "why" like Nancy Kerrigan.
Yeah, you're the big old victim.
Why?
You hurt me.
And then, like that guy that smashed that cannon to my face and smashed my lip and all that stuff, then I will only use the story to my advantage. I will only tell you the part of that he busted my mouth open and my nose open, and I won't tell you the part about.
Oh, wait, but that's not just for us. That in an argument with him, you would bring that back up.
Oh,
as,
yeah.
Hey, you hit me in the face with the can, and totally neglect the part that led up to that. too.
Right, because I am a taunter.
Right.
Same thing they do when they call the police.
Right. We don't say, wow, I was just telling him in detail how I gave oral sex to his friend.
We were
Right.
arguing, and he just bashed me.
He just bashed me. I don't know what happened, officer. He just bashed me in the face, and now my nose is bleeding, my mouth's bleeding. I left out the fact that I was giving him slow horrible details of oral sex with somebody he knew that I did that to.
God, that's evil.
Yeah, that's not very nice.
That's evil.
And then when he smashed that in my face, I was like, oh, I can't believe he would hurt me. That was really...
Wow.
Yeah. Anyway, let's go to Jamie. Hi, Jamie.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi. We're talking about the taunters, and women who taunt, and then... I don't know. I want a name. It's the taunting victims is what Stench gave
You
it.
taunt, and then you're a damn victim all of a sudden.
Yeah, yep. Go ahead.
Yeah, it is probably the name. Well, I was happily married 8 days into our marriage.
Wow.
And my husband,
And they thought it wouldn't last.
yeah, well, my husband went to play golf very early in the morning with his buddies and came home after 18 rounds, and they had been drinking quite a bit. And when he got home, he told me that he smashed the Mercedes that he bought me as a wedding gift on the way home.
Ooh, that's, yeah.
Thank goodness he wasn't arrested for a DUI, but I started to get angry with him. And then I kind of was like, well, wait a minute, this is my Mercedes, and a little bit of taunting with a little bit of anger, but I didn't want to, because I knew he had been
Drunk.
drinking. Yeah. Well, he started pushing and shoving.
Ooh.
And pushing and shoving, and ended up pushing me out to our balcony. We lived in Corona Del Mar, and my neighbor, I couldn't take it anymore. I just gave him a big old whop face. The neighbor saw it, called the police, and I was arrested.
Oh, but
For
you were pushed and
domestic
shoved.
abuse. I'm sorry?
You were pushed and shoved.
Oh, I had marks on me, but the neighbor said I didn't see him pushing her, but she hauled off and gave him a good wallop.
That
And-
rules.
I couldn't believe I've never been arrested in my life, never even a parking ticket. I was handcuffed and taken to jail. At least he had the wherewithal to bail me out. But that was it.
That
So-
turned into an ugly mess because that's not how our stories are supposed to go here, Jamie.
not, and I just wanted to warn your female listeners that, if you taunt and they start to push you, you can't knock the tar out of them.
You can't
and
whop
not
them.
be arrested. No, because there are more women being arrested.
Oh, I don't
Well,
know.
Well, that's because forever we've been able to whop them, and then either
or take it.
yeah, and it's just funny because if they whop us back, then we send them to jail.
Right.
Right. I should have just let him hit me and then cry about it, but I couldn't stand the look on his face. And I just knocked it off. I didn't hit him very hard because, he's twice the size of me, but I just gave him a good wallop. And so, I was able to plead down to disorderly conduct.
Oh, my
and
God.
we're now divorced, and I have a new Mercedes. So
Yay! Happy ending! All right, Jamie, thanks for the phone call.
Thanks, you guys
All right,
rock.
bye.
Bye.
I don't know. That's not really the angle I wanted. I wanted whoppers that get away with it.
Right.
Yeah, she's a whopper that got busted. That's so cool.
sad. No, we don't want that because the whole premise is that we can get away with it. Like we can just whop the tar out of you guys and be victims.
You know what happens though too? You guys hit us, it'll leave like a red mark.
I know.
We hit you, it like draws blood, swelling, all kinds of stuff. The guy does a lot more damage if he unloads.
I just realized from this show I'm such a taunter. I taunt him until he wants to
Man.
explode.
Oh!
But why am I doing that? I just want to push to see if he'll hit me. Is that what I want to do?
Okay, but my situation.
why?
Yeah, I don't know.
Mine happened, and it had nothing to do with her, really. I was just mad.
Right.
It's like
Okay.
I was just mad, and I'm being mad, and I wasn't venting it at her. I was just mad.
But you keep saying you weren't mad at her, but
Right.
she was taunting you.
And in Stench's
Oh.
defense, she did make him go to the restaurant he didn't want to go to. That's where they screwed up his order. I mean, if
Right.
she had kept her mouth shut from the beginning and just let you go where you wanted to go,
But I
there would have
didn't
never
yell
been a
at her
problem.
about that. I was just like, oh, and I wasn't at that point pissed at her yet. And it was, believe me, I became pissed as she started taunting me for being mad
And then
that my
threw a
order was
nugget
messed
in
up.
her eye.
Right.
And that's when I
She almost put
snapped.
your eye out with a
I
nugget.
put
And
a scalding nugget.
She
Yeah.
taunted you for a situation she created.
Do you see how bad it is, though, if I tried to play the victim? And then I was just mad, and then she took a scalding hot nugget and almost blinded me. You would laugh at me. Look at that big guy. He's such a puss. You would laugh and
But
laugh
you
at me.
didn't take it, and you weren't the victim because then you took all her food and smashed it in her face.
Right.
Yeah.
Her taunting didn't work out.
No.
Yeah. Whoop. I'm getting complaint emails about that already. People hate a virtual bubble wrap.
Virtual bubble wrap. If you taunt me with that, I'll knock your head off. You know, we were talking this morning about how women taunt men, and I will have to say, I don't see a lot of male. Oh, okay, Jack. Can you turn it
By
off?
the way, Jack found another one that has, it's just virtualbubblewrap.com. So there's another one that you could go to immediately.
Sorry.
Wow, Jack. You got excited.
Anyway, yeah, men are fascinated with bubble wrap. And so if you want to
Yes.
make your husband's dreams come true, go to virtualbubblewrap.com.
Yeah.
Anyway, I was thinking about something, but now I forgot because my head is in the
bubble
virtual.
wrap.
You're talking about taunting.
Right. So I was thinking about this. First of all, we're so not Oprah. We're so not politically correct. Where, see, if I was Oprah, I'd say, you know, it's wrong to hit one another and all that stuff, and it's really bad, and you shouldn't taunt and blah, 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 and people should go to jail and all that stuff. But there is some kind of weird thing that happens with me and a certain type of personality of females. And I don't know. It's Jack's wife and it's Stench's
Oh, my
wife.
God.
It's wives in general,
I
I noticed.
think there are a lot of women that don't do this.
Well, Monica
think
claims
so?
she doesn't.
Yeah, I think there are women that don't taunt their husbands.
I just
really,
haven't met them.
I believe that. Not taunting to the point where we see if you can rear back and smack us.
Right. Well, yes, I think everybody taunts. Some people just take it a little further.
Yeah, but I mean, your wife taunts you until you want to just kill her.
Right.
And so
want
do
to.
you.
Yes.
But see, the difference is my wife taunts me till I want to kill her. Stench's wife, you think, would have learned and not taunted to the point where she gets nuggets in the nose.
Yeah.
But she
taunt
does
to
that
the
on
point of-
purpose. Let me add. And sorry
wants
not
the
to talk
nugget?
to you about like you're not here.
Yeah.
But in my opinion, she wants that because that then makes her the victim. Like
And
your
then-
wife wants you to react that way because then you get to be the victim.
Right.
So
Which
you
is amazing
suck.
It's
that
true.
you can be a horrible, horrible person and then end up the victim.
I know.
I think, honestly, there's
You're right.
Is there days, or is it just like, do you wake up one morning and say, I'm going to make him snap today? Or do you just all of a sudden get that
Oh,
pop
it has
thought
to
in
be
your
on a
head?
whim.
Yeah, does it just pop in and go,
I think
I'm
it's
gonna
when
write
we
him.
see, and for me personally, it's when we see that you get so worked up about something that's so ridiculous.
Yeah, and believe me, and I was just, it was a culmination of events. There was a lot of little things happening that I was just, and I was like,
Okay.
God, I'm just going home.
But like women
And she
don't
just-
get
Because I think
worked
it's
up.
kind of funny.
You know, if she would have laughed at me, I would have been mad, and I'd have been like, oh, like, that she was laughing at me, and then it just would have went away.
No, but we act like, because I know I do this. I was just kidding, God, but I
Right.
wasn't. I was just picking. But then if you guys picked at us the way we picked at you,
That's what I was just gonna say. I taunt my wife, or I don't
cry.
anymore. I've learned because she gets worked up about things that are stupid in my world too, like
Right.
hair products or that are she can't
Oh,
find a
yeah,
certain
if you
tank
taunt
top.
us about that, I'll kill you.
And she'll end up crying and mad at me because that's stupid. Put on another shirt. You have
Yeah.
a million shirts. One tank top will not kill you.
it will though.
I know. And so now I don't taunt her anymore. Or
But I will come after you if you taunt me about my pain.
right.
I
then-
will come after you like a bull.
With a hot blow dryer.
Oh my God. And I will try to kill you. And that's
Right.
just my emotional status.
And
Like,
again, it would be our fault because we were taunting you, so it's a
Right.
no-win situation.
right. And
Yeah.
that is why I'm so not Oprah. And we'll tell you, ladies, this is a beautiful thing for all of us.
It's crap.
It's lovely.
And it's true too. If I were to like taunt my wife, like if she was mad and I was just to start poking her, just riding her, knowing she's mad that I was gonna snap, she would totally hit me with something.
Yes.
Right.
And then you know what? At that point, I would be like, "Wow, I probably deserve that," and stop. But yet you taunt, and then smack us, and then we can't touch you.
Or you do, and
Or
they
you're
were
the
like
victim. Right.
Nancy Kerrigan.
And we
Totally.
I
quit.
don't know why we do it. I'm trying to figure out. That's why I brought it to the table because I told the snowboarder your whole story, and then I realized I'm a tauntee. I don't know. I'm your wife. I don't know why I do it.
And men can't really taunt because it never goes well for us.
No.
We can't
No.
taunt and even have a good time because it always turns to somebody crying or somebody mad at us. So that's why we get together and bitch about because
Yeah.
it's the only place we can safely do
Men
it.
get together and bitch.
Yeah.
Yes,
About
we
you
drink
guys.
and bitch.
Gay.
No, it's
No.
great.
I don't see my boyfriend getting together with a bunch of guys.
What do you
and
think he does
bitching.
while he snowboards now?
Yeah.
He used to talk about Narnar jumps. Now he goes, "Oh my god!"
Goes to strip clubs so he doesn't have to talk to other men. No, I don't know. God, I can't imagine
The
him at a
whole
strip club either.
3-hour drive to Big Bear in that snowstorm.
I don't think they were talking about me. I
think he-
think like women would like to think that we're.
Oh,
but
no.
I don't think they talked about
He
us.
bitched about you a little,
I
or they
promise.
had an ongoing joke that he'd throw in every once in a while.
I promise he doesn't bitch about me.
Okay, if it
He
makes you
doesn't
feel
get
better.
together with his guys and bitch about it. They have such other important things to talk about than
No,
me.
but
I
you
would
know-
love
no,
for
you know
them
what
to
it
talk
is?
about me.
This
gets
is when
it,
they
throws
talk
them
about
in a
you.
little.
We're driving down the road and we're talking. And like it could be Jack and I. One of our cell phones will ring. On the other end will be a crazy wife, and she'll just like, "Ah, ah, ah, ah." We hang up that phone. We talk about you right then.
Because I think
We're like,
women
oh,
put
she's
a
mad
lot.
about whatever.
I think women put a lot more effort into bitching about their husbands with each other. I don't
yeah.
see men getting together bitching about their wives.
Oh yeah,
No,
not like
comes up, though.
not nonstop, but we throw out our jabs and could have an ongoing joke that would go on the whole
I
weekend.
see him going
Yeah.
like this, bitch. You know,
Yeah.
like after I called him and said something, I can see him like picking up the phone and going bitch and saying that to his buddy, but leaving. I can't see
Oh
them
no,
all
there
talking
could be
about.
like, let's say she's mad at you about, she wants you to go get food or something. Then like the rest of the weekend, I'd be like, Jack, I want IHOP now. You
Right,
know?
and then it would
And
be
he would know
ongoing
what
mocking.
it would mean. It would be something like that. It would totally be. We make fun of you guys when you're not around.
Well, I'm making fun. I understand, but like in a full-fledged bitch
Oh, well,
fest
no,
with a
I
bunch
guess
of
I meant
guys in
the-
a round
Yeah,
circle.
it's in a guy way.
the kind of stuff we want to say to you but can't because you'll get upset.
Yeah.
That we can make fun of on our own.
Yeah. Yeah, because I know right in front of his friends and me last night, he went, suck it.
Like, I'll tell you right now, if I was screaming
That's random.
mad.
No, that's his mean thing to me.
That's you?
Yeah, right in front of his friends. I was like, I was
That's
taunting.
funny.
He's like, hey, you know what? Suck it.
Okay, do you know what's weird though? I just thought of this.
like,
if I was in my
no.
car, totally pissed off, and Jack hit me in the head with a chicken nugget, I'd probably fall over laughing.
I know. Why does it get so intense?
But he wouldn't like nag me up until then and tell me how psycho
It
I am.
wouldn't have
He
been
might.
mean-spirited
Yeah,
either.
it would just
You
be
know?
funny. But when you're like trying to make me snap and then you do it, I'm gonna go crazy.
All right, here's the deal. We have Colleen. I don't know her name, but she has, hey, Colleen.
Colin.
You have the
Colleen.
big theory why women taunt men, correct?
You rule.
All right, yeah, just hold on,
Okay.
hold on. All right, so she has the big theory,
Oh,
like
good.
she knows
She might
why.
wrap it all up.
Yeah, she's gonna like sum up this whole thing,
Okay, good.
why it happens. I can't believe Jack thinks that men get in a circle and bitch about
I know
women.
what we do. I'm there. I know what we do.
I wish you talked about
It's
me,
not like
It's
you
not
guys.
like you want us to talk about you. Trust me.
because I know all the way up to Big Bear, they only talked about the mountain and
Until
stuff like
you
that.
call and start screaming about tripping over a piece of drywall that he left out while you were gone. Then he hangs up the phone. He's like,
I actually
"Nah,
called him in
drywall."
Big Bear because I lost my cat.
See?
Oh,
and,
yeah.
And
Oh,
he
that
was
was
in
an
Big
hour.
Bear.
Yeah.
And so, trust me, that was the ongoing joke the rest of the day. Hey, you seen that cat up on the slopes?
Hey, look, there's your wife's cat.